I'm a little late to the party, but I finally have the Bobbi 5.0 kit. I grabbed the kit in Chic. I think this is Bobbi's best anniversary kit to date. The 5.0 resembles the 5 years Jones Road has been in business. This kit is full of goodies and limited edition products, including the Miracle Balm in Chic, which everybody loves. There's also a pencil eyeliner in the shade Espresso, a creamy highlight in the shade Baby Pink. They call this their Illuminator. It also features their new eyeshadow stick. This is Smoky Brown. I think we'll be seeing a lot more of these in the future. And then this is an interesting one. This is the Lip Batch 18. This, I believe, is what inspired Bobbi to start Jones Road. So you've pretty much got a whole makeup look here. If you bought this kit and you're feeling unsure where to start, hopefully this video will help you feel more at ease and then you can play around. But let's go ahead and get started. It comes in this cute little Tyvek bag. It's very moldable, so I think it's easy for travel if you're trying to squish it in a suitcase. The Bobbi kit is full of limited edition shades. You can't really get these shades outside of the Bobbi kit. I'll start with the eyeshadow stick. This is in the shade Smoky Brown. It's more of a matte finish. It doesn't have much shimmer to it. I think this shade directly correlates with their best eyeshadow in Smoky Brown. This is what the eyeshadow stick looks like. It looks very similar to Bobbi Brown's original Bobbi Brown eyeshadow sticks in her previous brand. The nice part about Jones Road though is that everything is super clean, so the ingredient lists are different here. For simplicity, I'll just use my fingers to blend this out. Because this is a pretty deep shade, I'm gonna keep it close to my lash line. Also, if you have hooded eyes, using a deep shade across your lids like this one and smoking it out will be better than trying to create an entire eyeshadow look. This is just kind of a one and done. I'll take my finger and buff the color out. It's very blendable and smooth. With deeper shades, you have to be careful because when applying them, they can be chalky, but because this is a cream, it's a bit easier to blend out. I also just took it directly onto my finger. I am patting it onto the center of the lid. Whatever's left over on my finger, I'm buffing out into the crease. I'm not gonna rub this all over my eyes because I still want to control it a little bit. I'm just gonna keep it close to the lash line and apply a little bit at a time. If you feel like you've ever applied too much, you can take one of your clean fingers and start wiping away at any area where you feel like you've applied too much. I'll do the same thing on this side, focusing the color along the lash line. This finish has a velvety satin finish to it. It applies like a cream and you have some time to work with it. It won't dry down quickly. It has a very similar feel as Bobbi Brown's original shadow sticks. I'll go ahead and do a second pass through so we can see how buildable this eyeshadow stick is. Here's what the color looks like on my finger. There's almost a subtle gray undertone to it. It offers a nice neutral to slightly cool tone. Bobbi Brown doesn't have many products without shimmer, so it's nice to see some variation here. I feel like this is a really nice wintertime look. I think I always add more makeup in the wintertime. I feel a lot more dull in the winter months. This eyeshadow stick is pretty foolproof, so if you're not comfortable using eyeshadows, you will love this eyeshadow stick. It's so blendable and creamy and easy to work with. We'll take the Jones Road Best Pencil in Espresso. I'd like to compare this to their Best Pencil in Brown. I use the brown pencil every day. For comparison, this is Espresso and this is Brown. You can see Espresso's a little bit darker and also doesn't have a sheen to it. If you follow any of my videos, you know I like to start at the center of the eye and work in small hair-like strokes towards the end of the eye. This just makes it a little bit more forgiving, less wobbly of a line. I also don't like to bring the line all the way to the inner corner because I like to keep brightness in here. I find that it can close off my eyes a bit, and I'm always trying to make my eyes look a little bit bigger, more awake looking. The eyeshadow also created a nice grip for this pencil to hold on to. If you're just using the pencil alone without any eyeshadow, you might find that it could rub off more easily. So the shadow stick actually helps prep the eyes really well for this pencil. My eye shape looks really nice with a little flick at the end, kind of my signature look. I take my finger and then finish the line. Here's how that's looking, and then now I'll do my other side. It's always tricky to make sure that they're even. it's very important to keep your liner as close as possible so that there's no little white gap in between here. This isn't a part of the Bobbi kit, but I need to curl my lashes. This is an essential step for opening up the eyes and brightening up the look. If I'm leaving the house not wearing makeup, I'm still doing a few pulses. This is from Tweezerman. I'm not in love with it. I hear great things about the Shiseido lash curler. I'll link it in my description box for you. The mascara also is not in the Bobbi kit, but I feel like mascara is kind of an essential step too. If you're gonna add anything to your Bobbi kit purchase, the mascara is a big one for me. If you have thin, small lashes, I'd recommend a thinner wand. The Say mascara wand is gonna be much thinner and easier to work with, but if you have long lashes, this is one of my favorite mascaras. The reason I love it is because it thickens and creates volume. It's easy to build up the lashes, and then it also doesn't flake off throughout the day. It wears nicely through a long day. It doesn't transfer at all on me, so I don't see it on my lids either. I like to give myself a week with a mascara before I decide if I love it or hate it. If you're finding that your mascara is extra clumpy, which can happen early on, wipe off the excess in the tube. The reason they do that is so that it doesn't dry out quickly. You'd rather have it be overfilled than underfilled. Give yourself a week or so. Let that even out a little bit before you decide if you hate this mascara. I think we're finished with the eyes. It also comes with a mini Miracle Balm in the shade Chic. This is a super popular color. I think it was released for the first time last year. People love it. They want the full-size version. This is the Miracle Balm. I was just playing around with the holiday kit. By comparison, this is a Pre, which is in the limited edition kit, and then this is Chic. They look very similar. If you're new to Miracle Balm, a little goes a long way. It's buildable, and the biggest tip is you want to make sure that you break the seal. So you can press hard through the surface with your finger and then rub around, or you could use the back of your nail, a spatula. I'll dig in with the back of my nail, swipe it on the back of my hand, and then I work with the back of my hand like a palette. I like to place it right on the top of the cheek, and using the warmth of my hands, melting it into the skin, working that color up towards the top of the ear. The Miracle Balm also has a little bit of a medicinal smell to it. I love the smell. I think it's subtle. It goes away quickly, doesn't linger, melts into the skin beautifully. If you want to add more, you can always do another layer. Anytime I'm wearing Miracle Balm on my skin, I get compliments on my skin, not my makeup. If you have powder on your face and you're looking too powdery, you can tap a little Miracle Balm over that powder. Kind of melts it all into your skin. Makes it look more natural looking. This is really skincare with color added to it. There's jojoba oil in here, vitamin E, which comes from sunflower. You feel good wearing it. It's not just makeup, but actually very beneficial for you to wear throughout the day too. I'll wear conventional blushes, but it just doesn't feel the same. It's like eating fruits and vegetables, but putting it on your face. This is another limited edition product. This is the Illuminator, so it's a highlight. A highlight reflects light. It's very creamy and soft, and I will just take it ever so lightly onto the high points of my face. This is different than Miracle Balm because there's less pigment and more sheen. It's also lighter weight. You can take it wherever that light naturally touches the high points of your face. I might even put a little on the center of my eyelids too, because I think that could be pretty. You could use it on the inner corner, dot some there. Baby pink is also a great shade for lighter toned people. Because there's not as much pigment here, I think a lot of skin tones can pull this color off. Last but not least, this is a limited edition, never before seen, in Jones Road. People have been asking her for years to come out with this. It has this lab industrial feel to it. Let's see what batch 18 looks like. It has a refreshing minty smell to it. It has a subtle tingle. This has a similar vibe as the Sun-Kissed Miracle Balm. It's a deeper shade, but you can see your natural lip color come through too, so it's not too pigmented. It's very creamy. I feel like this lip color is great for fall and winter. It's a cozy lip color, drinking wine, sitting by the fire. That's what I'm feeling with this color. Here's my finished Bobbi 5.0 makeup look. If you're someone who doesn't really wear makeup and you're looking for a foolproof makeup look, the Bobbi 5.0 kit is a great option for you. You have the whole gamut except the mascara. I think you'd need to add a mascara to really finish out the look, but my skin feels really good. It's looking healthy, especially as we're transitioning to these colder, dry months. It's always nice to add that extra hydration. Hopefully you enjoyed watching this video, and I'll see you in my next one.